Usually whenever you see my face holding a stack of clothing like this, I'm about to put on the world's most unflattering clothing. But today, I've partnered with Stitch Fix to find clothing that actually fits me. Why does that feel scarier? I'm gonna be honest, I had a visceral reaction to seeing colored jeans. However, it is 2025, so they are wide legs. They're not a low rise. And I love the length. My ankles are one of my better features. Honestly, that's why I'm a little upset that ankle socks aren't cool anymore. They also sent shoes. Those are cool. I'm not gonna tie them because I only tie my daughter's shoes 1,700 times a day. What about like a sweater? Is that a sweater or wallpaper from a 90s kitchen? I don't know, but I like it. Yeah, I have to do the millennial tuck. And look at these. They're actually quite soft and stretchy. I bet y'all didn't know that I could do this. Okay, now see this? This is my comfort zone. We're about to leave it. It recommended like, hey girl, take the skirt, style it with these shoes, and like just give it a chance. Oh yes, I'm here for my son's Christmas party. Yes, I am a mom that has her together. Thank you for asking. Another cool thing they do is Stitch Fix Vision. You send them a picture of your face and of your body in like tight clothes, and then they will literally make outfits for you. You go, hey, put the sweatpants away. This could be you. I don't think this is how you're supposed to style this shirt because I look like I'm about to go cut you some wood for your fire.
NKOTB, what's up, guys? Everybody's got the lyrics in front of them. All right, you with the Dare shirt, which is ironic. You're gonna be saying anything that's got step in it. Plaid guy, anything with girl. One of the Wahlbergs, I just need you to grunt. Tie-dye Paddington Bear, you are anything with baby. Your lead vocals. All right, let's do this, guys.
Step by step, oh baby, really want you in my world. Step, hey girl, in your eyes, I see a picture of me all the time. Step, and girl, when you smile, you got to know that you drive me wild. Step by step, oh baby, you're always on my mind. Step by step, oh girl, I really think it's just a matter.
Seems like a lot of steps, honestly.
Brenda, stop hollering at me. Lower your voice, please. Well, I am very sorry that you're so upset that Phil and I are not keeping the ring, but it's what we've decided and what we feel good about. Well, I know that it could be worth a fortune, but I don't care. I don't want that bad energy around me or in my home. I'm Irish. That's bad luck. Well, she's going to sell the ring and she's going to donate the proceeds to some organization, okay? A foundation of some kind. Help the kids. Or I don't know, the endangered North American crocodiles. Brenda, lower your voice. I don't like the way that you're talking to me right now. Now, we're going to pave our own way. And we're going to work hard and we're going to get down to the Keys one day. You mark my words. But it's not going to be with some weird crocodile ring with connections to the mafia. Look, I gotta go. This is long distance. Phil and I are packing up the car. I'll be home later tonight. I'll call you. Now, don't go telling everybody what I told you. Okay, tell Donna I said hi. She is not happy with us, Phil, but what are you gonna do? You ready to go, babe?
Usher, what's up, man? Hey, I heard you were super hungry, so we threw some chicken nuggets in the oven for you. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm starving. It's cool. I'm just gonna scarf these down. Hope they just came out of the oven. It's fine. So they're gonna be super hot. Yeah, you can go ahead and go. Okay, you're going for it.
This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. Wanna leave a one way. Ooh, yeah, new relationship that you do.
Well, that worked out. Yeah, the roof of my mouth is totally disintegrated, but I feel like that's gonna be a hit, so worth it.
Oh yeah, oh my baby, die.
Right, remember how we tried to get vitamin C in the 90s?
Nikki, you need your vitamin C.
Mom, was this actually made from oranges? It's orange. Here you go. Mom, this kind of looks radioactive. No disrespect to 1995, but yeah, this feels way more efficient. Kids, get off the hood. I said in the car, not on the car.
Oh my God, Marcy looks amazing. Caroline looks great too.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you're having a real good time tonight at the first annual Dolly Parton Lookalike Contest here at Wild Out Record Store.
Lord in heaven, someone needs a makeover.
Once again, my name is Rainbow Rudy, and I'm your host and the owner of the record store. And I just want to thank my wife, Trish, for planning this whole event. Let's give it up for Trish.
Steph, give him a business card.
Thank you, my moonbeam. I would like to welcome everyone as well and let you know that everything available for consumption tonight is both vegan and locally sourced. Enjoy.
Someone needs a makeover.
Now, at this time, we are going to be taking a short intermission to collect the votes on who you would like to crown the first annual Miss Dolly. Kids, you want to pass these out? Now, please enjoy the refreshments, which are free of charge. However, Deborah, she's going to be going around with a basket for love donations.
Hey, Hans. Okay, cool, y'all. So my dad wants us to hand these out. Here you go, Samantha.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Here you go, Steph. Thank you. Hey, you guys, can I help? Lord in heaven, somebody needs a makeover stat. Freak yeah, you can. Here, you can hand out the paper. Here you go, Raven.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Someone needs a makeover. Steph, give her a card. Ooh, are those Diet Cokes? I'll take one.
I just want a little trim today, Donna, honey.
Now, do I have a story for you? Now, I don't know if you know, but I'm fixing to tell you. My best friend Deb is crazy. She's crazy. Now, I'm crazy too. That's why we get along so well. She has been on a wild goose chase with this diamond ring that she and her boyfriend Phil found. Now, I told her from the get, I said, just keep the thing. But she wanted to be a good Samaritan, and she's running all over town for months trying to find the owner. I said, Deb, go cash it in. I said, what are you going to do, Deborah? I said, you're going to put an ad in the paper? I said, every Tom, Dick, and Harry's going to come knocking on your door saying it's theirs. I said, get real. I said, get off the cross. We need the wood, honey. You work at a record store. So finally, after months, she comes to her senses. She decides they're going to keep it. She drives over to Milwaukee with Phil to go to her mama's best friend's diamond store to get the thing appraised. I got a call from Debbie. She told me everything, and you will not believe what the woman told her about that ring. Now, I'm going to start the story from the beginning. So you take your time doing my hair.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Anderson. Yes, we are open on Thanksgiving, and you will have your choice of the regular menu, or we have a special turkey dinner with your choice of 2 sides, a dinner roll, and your choice of pumpkin pie or apple pie. Oh, no, unfortunately, I won't be working that day because I requested off, but Caroline will take good care of you. Wonderful. Happy Thanksgiving. Toodaloo. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick announcement while Caroline was using the restroom. I have decided to take Thanksgiving holiday off, and Caroline is going to be really bearing the brunt of that. So everybody just help her out. You know, she gets very stressed when it gets busy. And while everyone's here, I would like to address the rumors that I am jealous that Caroline won the Dolly Parton Lookalike Contest and not myself. I will have each and every one of you know that nothing could be further from the truth. I was very happy for her, and with all of that cleavage that she was showing, she was a shoo-in from the get-go. It was just a lesson that next time I'll have to make a few adjustments to my costuming. Hi, Caroline. What a rinchang.
2 nights ago, my friend Brenda calls me on the phone. She says, I want you to come over. There's something I want to talk to you about, but I don't want to do it on the phone. I want to do it in person. And right away, my gut, I just knew. I knew what she was going to ask me about. So I said, Brenda, I'm just fixing some Lipton's iced tea. I'll throw on some clothes and I'll come over. So I go over, I sit down, and right away, she says, there's something I want to ask you about. And I said, look, I think I know what it is. And before you say anything, I want to tell you that this isn't easy for me. You know, you're like a sister. I've known you since we were 9. And I just said, I hope it doesn't hurt the relationship. And I said, Brenda, I don't want to sell Avon beauty products with you.
Everybody, yeah, rock your body right. Backstreet's back, alright.
Oh my God, we're back again.
Cool. Tina, dear, would you like to go next?
Well, over the summer I did summer rec, and my babysitter Samantha was also my summer rec teacher. And she's really good at arts and crafts and stuff, so we did a lot of arts and crafts. And guess what I made? Oh no, Mrs. Roy, this is just my purse. The arts and crafts are inside. Okay, everyone, close your eyes. Okay, now you can open them. Guess what they are? They're friendship wreaths. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I made one for myself, and it's pink because that's my favorite color. And it says Little Tina. And then I made another one for my best friend, Steph. And hers says Care Bears because I really love Care Bears. And I'm pretty sure she does too. But hers is purple because she loves purple. Caring is sharing, especially with your best friend. So, like, I get one, and then she gets one. And so, like, we both wear them because we're best friends. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm going to a birthday party that she's also going to, so I'm going to surprise her. Yeah, I think she's really going to love it, guys. Here, pass them around if you want to take a better look. Check it out, Steven. Hey, Rachel, it's pretty cool. Take a look.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
The best of both worlds. Wanna get connected, it's about time. I wanna be with you.
Now this is a story all about how...
If you're not sure how to spend your kids' spring break, you could all cram into a car and drive an amount of hours that sounds manageable at first and turns out to be a strange form of torture. All to spend wild amounts of money on things they don't want to do. Or you could switch to spring break mode and take them to main event for $18.99, all you can play.
Yeah!
Hon, I hope you're sitting down because I got a story for you. Last night, Phil and I finally have a night off together after about 2 weeks, and I decide to make him dinner over at my house. I make corn dogs, I make scalloped potatoes with Crystal Light. So we're sitting at the dinner table eating, and Phil says, "Gosh, Deb, another delicious meal, thank you so much." And I says, "Oh, hon, you're welcome." He says, "You really take care of me." I says, "We really take care of each other, and that's what it's all about." Then he says, "I was going to wait until after dinner, but I'm too excited to give it to you." I says, "What?" He says, "Well, I know there's something that's been on your mind. A gift maybe that you've been wanting, that you've been hoping I would give you for some time." And my heart started racing, and I started getting really nervous, wondering what it was. He got me buns of steel. Can you freaking believe that? I've been going to Kmart almost every night trying to find a copy. I said, "Thank you, hon. You really know your girl."
Hot Look Salon, this is Steph speaking. How can I help y'all? Oh, hey, Samantha. Thank God it's you. This place is crazy right now. It's just like crazy busy. I mean, everyone wants to get their hair done for holiday parties and stuff. And like, there is seriously so much hairspray in this place. If someone would have matched, like, the whole place would explode. Oh my God, Samantha, last night was our holiday party and it was crazy. One of my mom's clients, Barb, she had like 7 glasses of Manchevitz and then she started crying that she thinks her boob job turned out bad. And all the other women were like, "No, it's beautiful." And she's like, "No, here, let me show you." And she took off her bra. I mean, they looked really nice. They kind of look like they hurt though. No, I'm so serious. She took off her bra and she's like, "Go ahead, feel them." It was kind of nice they were supporting her though. "Hi, you can have a seat. I'll be right with you." "Okay, thanks, bye." "Hi, you can have a seat. Thanks." "Hi, I'm sorry. We're fully booked." "Okay, thanks, bye." "No, we don't have any openings. We're fully booked for the week, but you can check again later. Bye." "I'm so sorry. We're booked. See you later. Bye." "Hi, you can have a seat. She'll be right with you." "Donna, I am not on a personal phone call. I am taking an appointment for the salon. Thank you very much."
You're gonna hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
My top 5 favorite makeovers in 80s movies. Hi, my name's Casey Dressler. I'm an actor and comedian based in New York City, the creator of The Neon Girls, a universe of 1980s character comedy, and a series within that series, Hot Look Salon. I often feature a lot of makeover sequences because that is something I am such a sucker for in television and film. 80s movies were so campy and fun, and I just freaking love them. So here are my top 5 faves. Starting out strong, Teen Witch, 1989. If you've seen the movie, you know. If you haven't, I am not going to spoil it, but I do recommend you watch it. There's a great makeover sequence in that movie. Number 5, Teen Witch. Number 4, one of my all-time favorite 80s movies, 1987's Can't Buy Me Love, Ronald Miller's makeover. And again, I'm not going to spoil anything. If you've never seen the movie, I would recommend you watch it. And if you know, you know. Ronald Miller went from totally geek to totally chic. Number 4, Can't Buy Me Love. My number 3 might be a little controversial. It is Pretty in Pink, 1986, starring Molly Ringwald. She has the most iconic self-makeover in the movie where she's getting ready for prom and she makes her own dress. Now, Molly Ringwald herself has criticized the dress. She said she was disappointed. But everyone knows that is one of the most recognizable, iconic makeovers in 80s movies history, and I love it. Number 3, Pretty in Pink. Number 2, 1985's Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Now, if there's something that I love more than a makeover trope, it is a competition trope. The Rockies, Karate Kid, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. When the characters are training hard for something that they're really passionate about, when they're fighting to win, it gets me so pumped. And so I love this movie because it has both. It has the competition, the training, the dancing, and it has the makeovers, honey. Now, I love Sarah Jessica Parker's makeover in this movie for her dance TV moment where she's competing to be a dancer. But even more than that, I love her bestie's makeover, who's played by Helen Hunt. She has a very phenomenal moment where she comes out on stage on dance TV. And again, I don't want to spoil it for those who have never seen the movie, but it's one of my faves. I love it so much. Number 2, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Number 1, 1985's The Legend of Billie Jean. The makeover in this film was so impactful, so empowering, and so iconic that people all over the world were going to salons to get this haircut. And to this day, it is still a huge cult classic. Legend of Billie Jean. Number 1. I have a lot of honorable mentions, but maybe I'll do a part 2. Tell me in the comments, what are some of your favorite makeovers from 80s movies?
Would you like french fries, potato salad, coleslaw, or baked beans? Order in and all the sauces on the side. Well, I don't know how come they want it that way. That's just what they said. Patsy's gonna be 40 minutes late. Order in, I need this on the fly. I guess someone was drinking white wine spritzers again. Well, that's how the customer wanted it. Oh my word, did you see the new cook? Patsy, I did not say that, and I do not care for the accusation. Hi, Shane. Caroline, pleased to meet you. We ain't got no key lime pie. You're not far enough south. Nell's Diner, this is Caroline speaking. Hi, Shane. No, I'm sorry, we do not serve lobster, but we do have clam chowder. Do not sit them in my section. I got a Dolly Parton look-alike contest coming up in 2 weeks. Lasagna is Wednesday night. We have meatloaf today. It's at the Howard Johnson. Hi, Shane. Can somebody help me get some ice? Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Anderson. Do not sit them in my section. Order in, Shane.
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step 2, step 2, step 2, step 2. Baby girl.
Things that are better than sex. When your leftovers fit exactly in the Tupperware you picked. Ear scabs. They just hit different. Waking up after wearing a pimple patch all night long to see everything it has sucked out of your face. You know. Clean talk. When your windshield wiper perfectly lines up with the beat of the song. When a paper sticker comes off in one piece. A really good poop. That was good for me. Was that good for you?
Me and my best friend Brenda have been real into power walking lately. So she tells me about this walkathon that little Tina's school is having. Apparently they're trying to raise money so they can send these kids to go see dinosaur bones or something. I don't know, but I said, look, anything for the kids. So Brenda signs me up for this walkathon. And then she asked me, do you think Phil would want to do it? And I said, I'd be happy to ask him. So I says, Phil, hey, do you want to do a walkathon for little Tina's school? And boy, did he perk right up. He said, I'd love to. So the morning of the walkathon, I ride with Brenda and little Tina, and Phil meets us over at the school. Phil spots us, and he comes skipping over, happy as can be. And let me tell you, hon, he was wearing the shortest pair of neon shorts I ever seen. I said, Phil, hon, what's up with the shorts? He said, you like them? He said, I wasn't sure about them, but the guy at Sports Authority said that they're really good for power walking. I said, they're good for something. He said, don't be doing any high kicks, hon, because I don't got bail money if you go to jail for indecent exposure.
Holy freak, it's hot. Oh.
This girl is on fire! Thank you for calling Nell's Diner. This is Caroline speaking. How can I help you? Tonight's dinner special is the half rotisserie chicken. It's served with oven roasted potato wedges and green bean casserole. Yes, Patsy is working tonight, unfortunately. Now look, I know you're just doing your job and you're seating people where there's room, but I have taken all the big tables today with all the kids, and I would just think that maybe it was fair if Patsy got one or two. 7 chocolate milks. That sounds delicious. Can someone please help me make some chocolate milks? Hi, Shane. Order in. Patsy, I'm very sorry to interrupt your conversation, but I need to talk to Gerald about my food. Well, maybe if you spent less time talking and more time cooking, I'd have my food already. Ever since Patsy and Gerald started dating, the food has taken twice as long because she's in the kitchen chatting him up. And you know what else? I gotta pick up the slack on all her tables. I am sick of it and I'm saying something. Today's the day I'm saying something. Patsy, honey, I did not say that. I would never say that. I need 3 high chairs for table 10, please. Those burgers smell real good, Shane. Patsy, honey, I took some wet naps to table 17 for you. Oh, that is no problem at all. My pleasure.
Gifting tip. I used to gift my dad gift cards to his favorite places because I don't know what to get him, but I know where he likes to shop. Come to find out, my mom told me he's yet to spend a penny on any of them. So for the last few years, I've been giving him empty gift cards. Your favorite daughter thinks you're worth $500 at Lowe's. So been doing it for years. Yet to find out. My dad's not on social media, so don't worry. Merry Christmas. Follow me for more tips.
Okay. This comment was so interesting to me. So it's about putting Q-tips in your ears, which to me is the most satisfying feeling on the planet Earth. And for the record, you shouldn't do it. I don't go in very far. I just but don't do it. But I got a few comments of people saying it was the worst feeling and that it would make them gag or cough. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Why? So I Googled it. The Arnold's ear cough reflex. And it has to do with your vagus nerve. So your vagus nerve is the long nerve that runs from your brain all the way to your torso, talking and linking to all the things and lungs and organs in between. And it touches the top of your ears, talking to and controlling your larynx. So for some people, when you stimulate this, the brain gets confused, prompting you to cough. Apparently this affects like 1% to 2% of people. So while we're here, did you know that some people don't have a voice in their head? Yeah, we'll save that.
I don't see Ronnie here, Samantha.
Yeah, I guess he didn't come. That's okay.
Raven, let's go make ourselves available. Samantha, are you coming?
No, I think I'm gonna hang back here actually. Maybe get some sleep. You go have fun.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Samantha. Hey, Ronnie.
I'm real sorry I'm late. My station wagon broke down at TomTom, but I got this. It's a corsage.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
May I have this dance?
I would love to.
Freak it! Want some?
Oh no, I'm okay. Is that alcohol?
Oh no, this is just water from the water fountain. I get dehydrated real easily. What do you say, my lady? Let's freaking boogie.
Drop my keys.
I declare bankruptcy!
Introducing The Neon Girls, a universe of 1980s character comedy. I'm the creator and writer, actor behind The Neon Girls. My name's Casey Dressler, and I just wanted to break down sort of who the characters are, how they connect, and I'm going to do the best I can because I do have a lot of characters. Okay, the very first character that was created was Mustang Deb. She's a character that I created to pay tribute to all the wonderful, beautiful women in my family, the women who raised me, the cigarette smoking, dramatic storytellers of the 80s and the 90s. So the Neon Girls started with my girl Deb. So one day Deb's telling a story about her beautician Donna, and eventually I introduced Donna of Hot Look Salon. Donna, she references her assistant Steph, and eventually I introduce Steph. Later in the series we find out that Steph is Donna's daughter. Mustang Deb also talks about her bestie, Brenda. Eventually we meet Brenda. And Mustang Deb also talks about her niece, Tina, who's actually Brenda's daughter. So it kind of always goes back to that storytelling and the characters kind of being born through the imagination of each character. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll create a character completely separate, but then connect them back to the girls. So for instance, I created this series called Nell's Diner. You have Caroline. You have Patsy, who's actually Donna's sister, and you have Roberta Jones, who's been a long-time client at Hot Looks Salon. Caroline as well has been a longtime client at Hot Look Salon. You can sort of assume that everyone who lives in this small town goes to that salon. There's also a reference of Thundercuts, which is the other salon in town, and eventually I introduced them. They're like the punk rock, goth, new wave salon in town. They do all the edgy hairstyles and makeup looks, and there you meet Raven, you meet Junie, who's the lead stylist, the receptionist, Theodore Oliver, and their family as well. So Junie is the mom, Raven is the daughter, and Theodore Oliver is the son. Now, Raven is very good friends with Steph, Donna's daughter, and they are also best friends with Samantha. Now, Samantha babysits little Tina. Samantha has a boyfriend named Ronnie, and Ronnie's parents own the local record store called Wild Out Records,
where Mustang Deb works. And I can't forget Phil. Phil is Deb's boyfriend. Now, I only ever, for many months, I only ever referenced Phil in stories that Mustang Deb would tell. But the whole time that I was creating this character, Phil, who's very much like your 80s dream man, he has an endless amount of hidden talents. He's a total goofball, but he can sing, he can dance. He's like got all these, like little hidden talents. I always thought of my friend Josh, who's hilarious, who literally can sing, dance, act. He's hysterical. He plays instruments. So I was like, hey, can you play Phil? And he's like, yeah, I'm in. So he's played Phil twice. I recently brought him in for an episode of Donna's Blind Date series. He was Sensei Todd, and we're going to see him as a couple other characters hopefully soon. There's also a character named Roxanne, who Roxanne is a worker over at the local bowling alley. We've seen her get her hair done at Hot Looks. Most of the time we see her by herself, but she's connected to pretty much everyone in town, because if you grew up in a small town like me, you know that the bowling alley was where you went on Friday nights. It was like the movie theater, the bowling alley, football games, or a parking lot somewhere, pretty much. There's also characters that are just one-off characters. We see them getting maybe a makeover at Hot Looks Salon, but we might not see them again. Every once in a while, I will introduce a character at Hot Looks, and then you'll see them again. For instance, there's Van Helga, aka Marcy, who is the owner of the Neon Boutique, where all the kids go to shop for gifts and their prom outfits. It's like the cool hip store in the mall. There's also some lesser known characters like Star Madonna, who is the owner and operator of Lucky Star Psychic Hotline. We've seen her a handful of times. We have Shirley, who's the nail tech who works at Hot Looks Salon. That was a character that was born out of Donna just talking about her. And then several weeks later, when I had an idea of who she was, I introduced her. Of course, I can't forget Gail. Gail, she's our thrift queen. She loves a bargain, but she's very fabulous. She is Donna's cousin. They grew up together in New York. Also cousin to Donna's sister, Patsy, so their family. Recently, Donna's daughter, Steph, took a spring break to Miami to see Steph's dad, Donna's ex, Ricky. And there in Miami on Steph's spring break, we also get to meet Sylvia, Mama Sylvia, who is Donna's mother and Stephanie's grandmother. The town itself that they live in, I've never named. So this is supposed to be a fictional, anywhere sort of USA. And I have committed to this idea because I love the idea of using regional references, regional dialects. I love thinking that the viewer watching could feel like maybe it could be their own hometown. So that's why I've never named a specific location. I do use references from all over. All of the girls have a very different dialect, but I will say that it is based on my own hometown, growing up in the Florida Keys. The Florida Keys is a small chain of islands. It's a very small town. However, we have people from all over the map who live there, who vacation there. And so I grew up with all of these delicious accents in my ear. And yeah, it's a nod to my own hometown, and I do reference a lot of things from my own hometown as well. I also like to time hop, so most of the storylines take place in the 1980s. However, we've seen Hot Looks Salon in the 70s. We've also seen them in the 90s. Little Tina has grown up to be a teenager that we've seen in the 90s, along with her friend, Rachel. And soon we'll be seeing Steven, who's been Tina's longtime crush since kindergarten. So we're going to see him soon. And I'm just going to continue to add on the characters, hop timelines. It's a lot of fun. I know that I have a lot of new people following my work. I've been doing this for a couple of years now. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a breakdown of who sort of like the main players are, but I'm going to put together like a proper diagram and maybe post it. But thank you for all your questions. Thank you for engaging my videos and for investing in the characters. It's so much fun creating them. It's so much fun. Thanks for taking the ride with me.
Now that we have completed your consultation, it's time to get to work. Hello, Thundercats, Theodore. Theodore Oliver, please bring me Mr. Darcy. Hold on. Mummy, can we do the Robert Smith? But of course, it is my specialty. Of course Mummy can do the Robert Smith. Hello, Thundercats, this is Theodore.
Mummy, can we do the Morsi? Darling, the question is not can I, but will I, and the answer is no. No one speaks ill of Robert. Hello, Thundercats, this is Theodore. Theodore Oliver, please bring me Mary Shelley. And now, the card. Mummy, can we do the David Bowie?
Of course you can do the David Bowie.
Mummy, you really should hire someone more competent. Hello, Thundercats, this is Theodore. Darling, be honest. I don't want you to simply like it. I want you to love it. Wonderful. Theodore Oliver, please pre-book Cynthia.
Another excellent job, Mum. Dare I say you look pretty in pink.
Hold on. Mummy, can we do Flock of Seagulls? I know what I'm going to do, honey. Sit back, relax. I'm about to make you look gorgeous. Honey, I know you're against the haircut, but I think if we take off a little length, you're going to have more volume. And honey, bigger is better. Honey, I'm not even going to shampoo you. I'm going to do a little spritzy schmitzy. Did we go swimming this weekend? Okay, let's get to work. This is an ultra smooth glass serum, just a dime, honey. This stuff is like magic. I even put it on my face. Look, good for your hair, good for your skin. It's great. Steph, honey, 2 shampoos and a conditioner. I am dying for a Diet Coke. Steph, Diet Coke, honey. Honey, baby, angel, cupcake, and creamsicle. I'm gonna pump up your chair. This stuff is worth its weight in gold, honey. What are we doing today? A shampoo and set? Okay, I'm not gonna use rods. I'm gonna do pin curls. We're gonna put you under the dryer. You're gonna look gorgeous. Steph, give me some bobby pins. Let me turn you around. What do you think, honey? You love it? I knew you would. See what I tell you? I told you. I did tell you. I told you. Earlier this morning, Brenda calls me. She says, Deb, do you have the day off? I says, yeah. She says, what you got planned? I said, not a whole lot, just the laundry and some housework. She said, is there any way you can pick little Tina up at 12:45? She's got early release at school, and I've got an Avon meeting. I said, yeah, hon, not a problem. She said, great, I'll pick her up around 5. So I says, okay, and I pick little Tina up at 12:45, and I take her to Dairy Queen, because I don't get to see her a whole lot these days. And I says, hey, do you want to go on some errands with Aunt Deb? And she perked right up, and she says, I'd love to. So I take her to the Salvation Army, because, I need to get a few things for my upcoming trip to Florida. So I says to her before we get out of the car, I said, I'm about to take you to a place where you can get anything you want. And her eyes perked right up and she said, anything? I said, if it can fit in the car, hon, you can take it home. Now, she's never been to the Salvation Army and she doesn't know anything about it. So we go in and she starts looking around and then she comes back and she says, Aunt Deb, everything's dirty and broken. I said, that's what it appears like, hon, but it's a treasure hunt. You gotta search and search until you find your treasure. Now, I'm looking through some women's jean shorts, but I got my eye on her. And I see her pick something up, and she is so happy, and she comes racing over to me. And she says, Aunt Deb, I found my treasure. I says, how about that? It even comes with the toilet paper, too. And then I says to her, hon, beginner's luck, because this is a darn good find.
Hey, November, I've been waiting for this. Hey, November, finally getting breath. Hey, November, drop the temp, oh yeah. Hey, November, no more sweating here. Hey, November, drop temp. It's a nice day for a light sweater. It's a nice day for a cardigan.
Oh my God, I'm sweating so bad. Parents with kids who go to birthday parties, can we all just make a deal that we're not going to put names on gift bags or tags? Like, The kid doesn't care who the gift is from. Honestly, they probably can't even read. And I'd sure love to save $12. That's 2 Starbucks coffees. And I'm sure we'd all much rather have that, right? Keep it gender neutral and non-holiday specific so it's applicable no matter where you're going. So let's all start. It's like a chain. It's the next birthday party you go to. Let's get it rolling. Parenthood of the traveling gift bags, yeah? What do you say? You in? Deal? Deal. Good dog. Holiday parenting tip. If you're considering getting an elf on a shelf, let me give you a few tips, okay? My elves do not go back to the North Pole every night. They, telepathy. They can tell Santa how things are going back here at home. Also, you can touch mine. Yeah, go for it. Play with him. Throw him across the room. Let the dog chew on him. I don't care. If he brings you joy, that's what he's here for. Our elves? They've been chilling in Barbie's bunk bed for a week now. They're happy. They're golden. They're getting more sleep than I am. And I'm getting more sleep because I'm not having to worry about what they're going to be and where they're going to be and who they're going to be and how they're going to be dressed up and oh. So go ahead. No, get an elf on a shelf. They're fabulous. The books are super adorable. But you may want to rip a couple pages out of those books that, say the elves do those things I just told you they didn't do. Follow me for more parenting tips.
I just can't sleep. I'm so excited. I'm in too deep. Oh, crazy, but it feels alright. Anything in love you keeps me up all night.
And if you're wondering what those clothes would look like on, follow me because Oh, God. How do people with big boobs run? Got some trajectory on them. These things are dancing. Could y'all at least bounce together? My left one's about to snap off. Left, right, left, right, left. Come on, Barbara, keep up. It's 11:30 and my titties are jumping. Hey, boss. I have an idea for a revolutionary new shoe. What do they look like? So imagine like a bunch of straps interwoven with each other. All those straps and holes seem like they'd cause a lot of blisters. Oh, if you get blood on them, it'll rinse right off. Because they're plastic. Plastic? Literal PVC, yeah. I assume an open toe at the end for ventilation? Nope, we're gonna close those perspiring piggies in. Don't worry, the pinky toe can pop out whenever I need some air. Where will the sweat go? It won't. It'll stay and mix with dirt and turn into like a sludge. Sounds smelly. We will scent the plastic to smell like fruit. Rancid raspberry. You're starting to get it, yeah. It's the 80s. Will the plastic be bright colors? I was thinking clear, so you can really see them fogging up from all the heat that's trapped inside. The bottom, is that gonna be a slip hazard? Not if we put holes that are perfectly sized for little rocks to get stuck in there. It turns them into cleats. You're welcome. Did you have a name? You need something catchy so people don't call them those plastic shoes that make my feet bleed and produce toe jelly. That's it! Jellies! It's positive, but still honest. God, you're brilliant. Thank you. I think. Oh, excuse you. Oh, that wasn't me. Well, that wasn't me. They'll fart when you walk? They'll fart when you walk. I know. There is no way people wear those.
Oh, we had a great date. The guy was so nice. He picked up the tab for the drinks. He drove a nice car. He smelled great. So he calls me the next day and he says, look, I make a killer lasagna. Why don't you come over my place and we'll just talk and we'll eat? I said, I love lasagna. That sounds great. So I go over his house and I knock on the door and he answers and I can smell the lasagna. And he says, I'm so happy you're here, but there's something I want to tell you before you come in. He says, I breed tarantulas. I said, I'm sorry, what was that? He said, I breed large spiders. I said, I hope you got Tupperware for that lasagna, because I'm not coming in. The record store where I work, the owners, Trish and Rainbow, have been throwing all kinds of events. They had a full moon party, a drum circle, open mic, poetry night, and now they just hosted a talent show. Now, I usually work all these events doing concessions, so this was no different. But my boyfriend Phil told me that he wanted to do something in a talent show. I said, oh, sweet Mary, and I was kind of clutching my pearls thinking about it. But then I thought, Phil's a good dancer, so I was encouraging him to maybe do a dance or something. But he said no, that he had something else in mind. He didn't want to tell me what it was because he wanted it to be a surprise. Well, that's not the kind of surprise I enjoy. I want to be fully prepared for my secondhand embarrassment. So I'm there at the concession stand, and people are just slamming the free punch and cookies like it's somehow going to fuel them for the impending apocalypse or something. And then I see Phil get up on stage holding a microphone. I turned around and I did the sign of the cross. I said a little prayer for him. I said, oh, sweet Mary, please let it not be a comedy routine. And then my next thought was, please let him not sing. Then the freaking guy opens his mouth and he sounds like Pavarotti. Phil's got the voice of an angel. I told him he ought to audition for Star Search.
So my name is Bella Hadid.
They want your mouth to be louder.
I have to clean that up. And because I'm not only filled with hate in my heart, what do you get the kids with the parents that you love or that you want to love you? The answer is a $20. Why? Great question. A, hours of imagination and fun for them. They just put little characters on top.
3, 4, 5, 1 sec.
2, headphones. They hear it, but you don't hear it. That is the greatest gift you can give a parent. In fact, I know you're probably locked in a closet right now watching this, so I'm just going to give you a moment of silence because you deserve it. 3, they're not watching Scream, so you don't have to feel bad about it at all. Did I mention that did I mention that they could put headphones on? Just I'm not full of hate in my heart unless you get my kids those things.
I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away.
Tina, dear, would you like to go next?
Well, I brought something that is truly outrageous. Showtime Synergy. Can you guess what I brought? It's a gem coloring and activity book. Deluxe. Yeah, it's really awesome. Over the weekend, I was watching Bob Ross with my mom, and I was telling her about how I wanted to paint. And so she took me up to Kmart, and I got this coloring book and some crayons.
You kind of look like Bob Ross.
Robert. I'm rubber and you're glue, Robert, and whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you. But Bob Ross is awesome, so take it as a compliment. He's a lot cooler than you'll ever be. Anyways, as I was saying, this coloring book is really awesome. Yeah, Jem is my favorite cartoon, and one day when I'm older, I'm gonna join a rock band. But they're gonna be a mix of Jem and the Holograms and the Misfits. Yeah, I've even been thinking of band names. I was thinking like Tina and the Cools, or maybe just Cool. I think it would be pretty cool. I'm gonna be the lead singer, and I'm also gonna shred on guitar, and then I'll probably have like a bass player, maybe another guitarist, definitely a drummer, definitely a keyboardist, and maybe a saxophone player.
Okay, ladies, we ready? Oh, hey, before we begin, I was thinking I could do a little talking part at the beginning just to be different, you know? Okay, let's keep it short, okay? Of course.
A few questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough attention? Or did I not give enough affection? Not only will your answers keep me sane, but I'll know never to make the same mistake again. You can tell me to my face, or even on the phone. You can write it in a letter.
My head's spinning. But
How did this work out for you?
Oh my God, I loved it all. It looked amazing. Everything fit perfect. And I will be purchasing each and every one of these things. So don't you touch it.
How did this work out for you?
Oh, I hated it all. But I wouldn't want you to like take that personally. And I also want you to think that I looked freaking good in absolutely everything. And it also seems like a lot of work to put all of this back, even though that's literally what you're being paid to do. So I prefer if I just wait until I see you helping with another customer and I'll put all this back and then I'll see you at the store. Okay, yes, I'm in therapy.
Honey, look at my new bracelet. Steph got them for me for Mother's Day, honey.
Thank you for calling Hot Look Salon. This is Steph speaking. How can I help you?
She got me this cheetah print bangle and she got me this charm bracelet with all the trinkets.
Oh no, I'm so sorry you didn't like your color. That is unfortunate. Well, if you would like to come in at 1 p.m., Donna can definitely fix it for you. Okay, first of all, I'm trying to help you so you can lose the tude. Secondly, unless your princess die, you really need to stop acting like you're royalty. Great, Ronde. I have you down for 1 p.m. for a color correction. We'll see you then. Bye.
Honey, baby, sweetie, the king of pumpkin skateboards. I'm gonna pump up your chair.
I need to win the lottery.
So I'm on this blind date with this guy, Phil, from Domino's, and the whole thing is just a disaster. Phil was told his buddy's birthday party was a costume party, but we get there, Phil's wearing his Stay Puft Marshmallow Man costume, I'm wearing a Madonna getup, and nobody in the whole place is dressed up. And everybody's just laughing, having a real good time, thinking it's the funniest thing they ever seen. Now look, I can take a joke, but something about it felt very mean-spirited to me. And I don't know Phil at all, but my feelings were hurt for him. He spent 5 weeks on that damn costume. And not for nothing, but I was running around yesterday and I spent $3 on mine. So I said to hell with it, and I don't know what came over me, but I just started reading everybody their rights. I said, oh my God, that's a killer sloth from the Goonies costume. How'd you get the makeup like that? And then I said, oh my God, and you brought your date. Mama Fratelli, you look great. No, don't tell me. Barf from Spaceballs. And then I said, no party's complete without Freddy Krueger. I love the teeth, it's very realistic. And then this guy, Kevin, stops me. He says, look, I am so sorry. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot here. He said, this whole thing is a big misunderstanding. He said, I'm a pastry chef. I told Phil that I was having a custard party. He wanted everyone to bring a different pie or custard for his birthday.
Thank you for calling Nails Diner. This is Caroline speaking. How can I help you? The meatloaf is delicious. However, I love the lasagna. It's real good. I swear you are going to love it. Hi, Shane, sweetheart. I got an order for you. Order in. Hi, Patsy. So nice of you to join us. Hi, sweetheart. I'll be back. I'm going to get y'all some crayons. Order in, Shane. Hi, good afternoon. And how many's in your party? A party of 20. Wow, my goodness. That is just wonderful. Hold one moment, please. Y'all get ready because all hell is about to break loose. Okay, and how many basters and high chairs? 7. Wonderful. We're going to get your table set up and we will come get you shortly. I need some help. What you mean I gotta take the 20 top? My section is full. Oh, Patsy's too busy and she can't handle it. Okay, you know what? I've been nice to her, but it is on like Donkey Kong. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Nell's Diner. My name is Caroline. I'm going to be taking care of you. Now, can I get a show of hands? Who needs a separate check? Wow, that's a lot of hands. Wonderful. I need some help. Does anyone work here? Terry, can you bring some waters to that big table? Give him some bread, throw him some crackers. I am done playing nice. Patsy, you want to at least help me get a drink order? I would really appreciate it. Thank you, sweetie.
Parenting tip. These are not 5 minutes. If this is Disney, please comment with your legal department because I will be suing on behalf of all parents. Follow me for more parenting tips.
Hot Salon, this is Steph speaking. How can I help y'all? Oh, yeah, she can totally do the David Bowie. She could do the Pat Benatar, pretty much anyone who's on MTV. She will, of course, advise based on hair length and texture. Thank you so much, Xavier. I have you down at 2 p.m. for a color consultation and a haircut. Hot Salon, this is Steph speaking. How can I help you? Hello? 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 I can hear you breathing. Look, call us back when you want a haircut, okay? Hot Salon, this is Steph speaking. How can I help you? Okay, you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of you calling the salon and heavy breathing in my ear. It is so disgusting. I can smell your breath through the phone. Call here again. I will find out who you are. I will find out where you live, and I will toilet paper your entire house. And then all your vehicles as well. Better yet, you call here again, I will be notifying my mother. Yeah, I'm going to tell my mother, and you're going to wish that your house had gotten toilet papered instead. Get a life. Thank you very much. Bye. Go brush your teeth, hot breath. Honey, baby, sweetie, queen of the North American crocodiles. I'm going to pump up your chair.
One thing I know, it's only part luck and soul. I'm putting on my best show.
People love to ask me, Brenda, why do you always host Thanksgiving? It is a lot of work. And my answer to that is it's what I do. It's who I am. It will be the party of the year. You can take my words and you can take them to the bank. You can cash that check. You won't have any problems. And honey, if you don't have some place to go on Thanksgiving, you come to my house. I will make you a plate. The food will be exceptional. My house will look exquisitely. The table will look exquisite. I'm making 2 turkeys. I'm frying 1. And honey, if you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. I'm making spiraled ham. I'm making my mashed potatoes. I'm making sweet potato casserole. And as God is my witness, I will be making my ambrosia salad. Last night, Phil is over. We just sat down to a delicious dinner of homemade corn dogs and curly fries. We're about to watch Magnum PI, and there's a flash that comes across the screen. It's a breaking news report. So Phil turns up the television and there's a reporter talking about how she is at the scene of an accident where there has been a green gremlin car that is driven through the dining room at the Pizza Hut. So I look up from my plate of corn dog and who do I see? My ex-boyfriend Frankie standing there with this gal with a dark brown mullet. And then the gal, she yanks the microphone from the reporter's hands and she says, well, we were on a date at Pizza Hut and things were getting hot and heavy and we were making out. The car was in park and before we knew it, the gremlin was in the dining room of the Pizza Hut. Now, I'm sitting there feeling real embarrassed because my boyfriend Phil is a real quality man. And I'm going, he knows I dated this guy. And I'm wondering what he's thinking about that. And I look over at Phil and he's just shaking his head. And I said, you can say it. I know what you're thinking. And he said, Deb, I can't believe you dated somebody who drives a gremlin.
Did I hear someone say they were looking for a bargain? Then come on down to Flamingo Susie's, your neighborhood thrift store and consignment shop. Did someone say they're going to a Halloween party? Well, that sounds like a job for Flamingo Susie. Is the candle half full or half empty? Well, that's for you to decide. I say it's half full. Smells like it was hand poured by some hippies in Brooklyn. Don't y'all even think twice about paying full price for medical supplies. Valentine's Day is right around the corner. What better way to say I love you than gifting your sweetheart this one-of-a-kind zebra pencil holder? Now, don't y'all forget about our beauty supplies section. This here's a face girdle, guaranteed to slim your chin in just 3 uses. Don't forget about our party supplies section. Happy New Year 1985, y'all. I hope my date don't run off with nobody else. Woo! 1985 didn't start off so good for old Susie.
নিজেরে কি মনে করেন আপনি? বিশাল কিছু?
আমি কুসুমের জামাই, অবশ্যই বড় কিছু।
ও ভাবি, এত স্বাদের মাংস ফালাই দিলেন কেন?
আর কইস না বোন, আমার একটা রিং আসছিল, আমি একটু ঘরে গেছিলাম।
ছাগল নাকি? ছাগলই তো মনে হইতেছে, 2টা ঠ্যাং কম।
জি বাদল ভাই, ঈদ মোবারক।
ঈদ মোবারক।
বাবিরে লয়ে বাড়িতে আইও।
কত টাকা নিছে?
কত টাকা নিছে এটা দিয়ে কি করবা? পছন্দ হয়েছে না দেখো।
ইংরেজি দিয়া দেশটা শেষ। খারাপ, ছাগলের পাশে খারাপ।
তুমি কেন ছুটেই থাকবা? ফুপু ডাক শুনাইবা না?
আকাশ, তুমি এনে বেরিয়েছো?
1 কেজি খাসির মাংস আনতে পারবেন?
ঢিলা পানি ঢিলা, স্বপ্ন পাবি নাই।
ছাগলের রংটা ভালো।
হ্যাঁ।
আমার আবার চিত্রামিত্র ছাগল ভালো লাগে না।
ভুললেই তো এসছি, আনছি তোমার লিগে।
কি আনছেন আমার লইগা?
দেহ খুলা।
আপনি রেডি হয়ে কই যাইবেন?
দাওয়াত কি খালি আপনার একলারে দিছে? আমাকে কোনো গুরুত্ব নাই, আমাকে কেউ দাওয়াত দেয় না। ছাগলই তো মনে হইতেছে 2টা ঠ্যাং কম। জি,
আমি কি খারাপ মানুষ? হ্যাঁ, আমিও তো 4টা বিয়ে করছি।
বোর গোসল দেখতে
মিছা কথা, আমি এই সময় গোসল করি?
দিন আর দিনে খসিয়া পড়িবে। হুজুর, নামাজ দিতেছেন?
জি।
আপনার টুপির থেকে আমার টুপির দাম বেশি, বদলাইবেন?
কোন স্পেশাল হইছে?
হ্যাঁ,
আসলেই মজা হইছে। খালি লবণটা দিতে ভুলে গেছিলাম।
আমি আবার অপোজিট পছন্দ করি না।
এইটাই তো ভালো।
দিন আর দিনে খসিয়া পড়িবে। চেষ্টাটা যে করতে পারছি, সন্তান হয়ে বাপের চিকিৎসা যে করাইতে পারছি, এটাই শান্তি।
হ্যাঁ, রান্ধনের হাত খারাপ হইলেও মানে ঝামেলা থাকলেও খাসির অংশটা ভালো রান্ধে। ভাবি যান, আইসেন।
তুই তো বড় বেহায়া রে, তুই তো এরকমের ছিলি না। তুই তো দিয়ে আমার গুনার বাকি করবি।
না,
Maaf. Ô anh gặp lại. Anh. Cái gì ạ? Anh tôi thấy mà tình em thế nhở? Một hai ba go.
Nguyên nha.
Vâng.